I don't know, I don't care asked, who is your favorite villain of all time? Who's your favorite?
It's Joker, there's no doubt.
It's Joker is probably my favorite too. He's just so creepy and
also,
wicked.
I want to throw 2 in there. 2, like, they should be in there. Goldar and Lord Zed. Like, he's got to be in there, so, you know. Next question's from Null. What are your guys' thoughts of the whole pop culture deal? I mean, how Funko says things are exclusive, but then PC gets them, and sometimes even before the retailer that is exclusive to does. I want to know your opinion from both sides, a person who couldn't get the exclusive and a person who has it and cares about value. Also, do you think when Funko says something is limited, then goes and makes a buttload for pop culture, is it not right to advertise as limited? Oh boy, that's a deep question, honestly.
Oh yeah.
So
we can probably do a whole video over this.
Yeah, and I think we will. Honestly, no, I don't want to answer that question entirely because it really, we have a lot to say about that.
Yeah,
you know?
we have a lot of strong opinions on this, and I feel like they're best answered on its own because it's going to be a very lengthy and wordy video.
Yeah, and it's going to be about what we think about limited runs and what exclusive is, and if it's right for you know, the rest of the world to have exclusives and stuff like that. So, you know, there are things we fight for and there are things that we do not care for. But we'll go over that in a future video.
Frederico Paleo asks, okay, I've got some questions. What do you guys do for a living? Well, currently...
yeah, so we obviously just graduated college. I can tell you what we're going to go for.
Right.
You know, so, I graduated with an animation degree, so I'm working on getting a job, 3D graphic building, basically, so like video games, toy industry, that kind of thing. So, you know, I just do a lot of just digital artwork.
I just got a degree in education. It's a focus in reading, so I'm hoping to be like a reading interventionist or a reading specialist for kids who are struggling to learn to read. So,
what else do we got?
Would you like to do YouTube for a living? Yes.
Sure, I mean, you know, YouTube's fun, but, you know, obviously we have bigger dreams and aspirations outside of YouTube. You know, YouTube's kind of a fun thing for us to do.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll always do it just because this is how we are able to share what we love with other people that love the same things. It's hard to find out there, so, you know, this is like a friendship thing with us. You know? Yeah, we're here on a camera, but honest to God, we're normal people, you know, as far as that goes. So we like doing YouTube, but we don't look at YouTube as, you know, a way to live.
We'll never be like PewDiePie. So.
Yeah, we're not PewDiePie's level.
No, never. Why are you guys so awesome? Well, that's just, you know. Just kidding.
We're not that awesome, guys, honestly.
We're not.
All we do is make some videos on YouTube.
Just 2 big nerds.
Yeah.
I mean.
I would say that you guys are more awesome than we are. You're the ones that watch our videos and, you know,
come back repeatedly, you interact with us, you talk to us, and we have such a good time. I'm like, okay, who commented? And we know like half of your names that comment all the time. And we're like, oh my God, did this person comment? What have they said? And it's just nice.
Yeah, so we don't, you know, whatever. That's that. You know, I appreciate it. That's really nice of you, but we don't need you to feed our heads. Gabriella Ocho says, and I could have said that wrong. I'm sorry if I did.
Probably butchered it. Sorry.
Yeah, I probably destroyed that like Saw. But what's your opinion on Funko re-releasing retired pops? Harley Quinn with Mallet and Hipster Belle Ariel, for example. Once again, we'll put that in the video when we talk about it because that's going to be relevant to that. Because, like we said, there is a lot to say about that. Most of it we don't like, so we'll keep going. Jacob Sylvia asks, has your toy collection grown to the point that you can't display all that you own? I think we kind of went over that earlier in the video.
Much. It has.
Yes, that's the problem. We have collections all over. I forgot about guitars. I have a guitar collection.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, there we go, guys. We have a collection of a lot of stuff, and we've outgrown where we live. We've outgrown everything, so we're ready to move.
We live in this little tiny place for college because it's cheap and nice, and now we're getting to a bigger place.
Yeah.
Eric T asks, what pop do you wish you had but don't think you will ever get your hands on, and what would you do to get that pop? Mine is the OG Green Arrow. I would love to have that pop. I don't know what I would do to get it. Pay for it?
Kill somebody? I don't know. Rob a bank? I don't know.
No, I wouldn't go to that extreme, but you probably have to pay the fee for it,
I know, they're crazy, yeah. So I have a couple that go along with each other. I can't name one because I do equally want both of them. They were early on in the pop game. They were early on Batmans. The first one was the New York City Comic Con Flashpoint Batman. Yeah. Not very many of them were made. They're ridiculously priced. You can't even find them hardly, even for sale for that matter. But I would have really loved to have one. Also, the Patina Batman that came out, the Dark Knight Patina Batman, it was a Comic-Con exclusive as well. Wish I would have been able to get that one. Don't want to pay the prices on it. And I also just thought of one more. They had an original Funko one. I think it was actually a Funko Force Pop or whatever they called them. It was a Green Lantern, like a lime green sort of Green Lantern. It was really cool. So there's all kinds. I mean, I would love to have every Batman, basically. You know, heck, even the silver Hot Topic Batman would be cool.
Yeah, you're not getting that,
but,
though.
You know, I don't know, $1,000 for one? Nah, I think I'll
pass.
Yeah, you can get like 5 Hot Toys or something for that. That's really tough.
Right.
That's tough to spend $1,000. You know, I think if you have a collection that's dedicated to one pop and you want all of them, then I think it's okay. I think it's a good idea to spend that large amount of money because you want to complete your set. But when you have a god ton of these things,
right,
you can get another one and be, you know, pretty happy. So, what would I do for that? I forgot to answer that. I would kill a man. I would ride a mammoth. I would train Jurassic Park attendees how to run from.
Oh my god!
I would train raptors like Star-Lord does.
Oh lord. Marshall Hunton asked, if you could only have one pop, what would it be and why?
That's a tough question.
That's a tough question. I'm probably going to... I'm gonna have
That's
to
hard,
say... Man, just one? Really?
Are you sure?
Just one?
Is that even possible?
Yeah, I would probably have to say Harry Potter, just because Harry Potter has been such an important figure and an important thing in my life throughout my entire childhood and to this point. So I'd probably have to say Harry Potter, just because sentimental value.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Mine... So here's the thing, does it count, like, if we had one signed? Because, like, I have one signed by Scott Snyder, a Batman one, which, you know, I would love to have that one always. Like, if I can only pick one, I have that New 52 Batman pop signed by Scott Snyder. Or even the Kingdom Come Superman that's signed by Mark Wade.
Oh, that's true.
You know, those are ones I would love to have, but as far as, like, if I could pick one pop and it doesn't have anything to do with that, I would probably go with... I don't know. Next question is from Mick Tariams. I know I screwed that name up. So. Your question is, as your channel grows, do you find your equipment to do these videos has to grow and improve too? That's a good question as well.
Yes.
You know, guys, if you want a good YouTube channel, you know, or if you want to get your audience to come back and not leave, there are a few things that you're gonna need. You know, you need good lighting, you need a good camera, you know, at least quality-wise, and you need good sound. And when we started YouTube, it's embarrassing to even watch old videos because,
really
you know, our lighting was orange as heck. Our sound was terrible. Our video could only do 720, and it was still bad, you know. I couldn't even figure out how to get this screen stretched properly. You know, we were down about here.
So mad.
Yeah, so, you know, editing software gets better, you know. So, you know, yes, definitely. You know, we have, if you guys want to know what equipment we have a T3i, that's our camera, so it's a Canon T3i. It's a good camera, you know. You know, we have just photographic lights, you know, so, you know, we have a Yeti mic, a Blue Yeti mic.
I love that thing.
Yeah, you know, you gotta have good equipment. I edit on Premiere, on Adobe Premiere, so, you know, yes, you have to upgrade. You know, you can't stick with what you want. You know, you always want to upgrade anyways because, you know, people get tired of your stuff sometimes. So.
Superman, spelled soup, like, you know, you're gonna eat some soup. I like that. That's smart. I like that. Hey, why are you guys so awesome and the best pop collectors on the planet Earth? That's very kind and very sweet.
Wrong. So, once again, not awesome, but we are definitely not the best pop collectors on the planet Earth. There are tons of people that have more than we do, or better collections, or that. We just enjoy pops, and we want to enjoy it with you. It's that simple, right?
Yeah, we just want to share our love of collecting and nerd stuff and pops with the world. So, hey.
Emily Whalen says, are you boyfriend and girlfriend, or sister and brother, or just friends? Well, we're not sister and brother.
No. Not related, because that would be illegal and gross.
We were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yep.
And we're friends.
Yeah.
You know, we're best friends.
Kind of my best friend. Jet Hamilton asks, will you ever do an updated collection video? We will. Yep. It's coming.
It's coming. Kyle Blackham says, if you guys ever broke up, how would you handle the Funko Pop situation? As in, who would get them? This is an amazing question.
This is an amazing question. I would take all of them. I'm just kidding.
No. We would have to sell all of them for the lawyers.
That's right. Sal Ramirez asks, who was your childhood role model? P.S. I love you guys. Well, first off, I love you too.
Thank you.
That's very sweet. And you can go first.
First off, Sal, that's an excellent question.
It really is.
To be honest with you. That's a deep question. That's a question that has real, you know, motive to it, and I like that. So, you know, we all have our role models. You know, you could say a lot of people are your role model. You could say your family was your role model. You know, somebody in real life was your role model. Which, in case, you know, a lot of times that can revert to your parents. You know, my role model outside of my family would definitely been Jason David Frank as the White Ranger / Green Ranger. Yeah. Only because, you know, it was just something I was really into, and he had a good personality, and he fought for good, and, you know, that's just like Batman, you know, even with Bruce and Wayne, you know, with the animated series. You know, that's a great role model to have when all they do is good, and, you know, that was really, you know, super awesome. But my role model outside of that was always my parents, because we weren't rich by any means. We had no money, really. That's the basic. We lived in ghettos. It was bad, right?
Yeah.
But they saved. They worked double jobs, triple jobs, whatever they had to do to afford toys for Christmas or whatever. They always tried to get me the best toys that they could find. You know, even though they would have to work double hours. So for that, they were definitely my role model.
For me, my role model is definitely my parents and my grandparents. My dad worked pretty much 2 full-time jobs, and my mom worked a full-time and 2 part-time jobs. So my parents worked all the time. I grew up in the same kind of situation. We had not money. We didn't
Piccolo,
have
and
bologna. Yeah, but my parents worked so hard to provide for us and to give us everything that we ever would want, need, or desire. So they are definitely my role models. And my grandparents, because my grandmother was so selfless in keeping not only my sister and I, but she babysat my 15 cousins. I don't think you realize that.
That's a job right there.
17 kids, all under the age of 10. My grandmother had gumption, let me tell you. So I just totally looked up to her, and she was a great person for all she did. So.
Ethan Lewin says, hold on. Ethan Lewin asks, what is your favorite comic book TV show? P.S. Love your videos. It got me into pop collecting. So thank you, Ethan. We appreciate that. And your favorite comic book TV show?
Daredevil. Oh my god, it was so good. Man.
I was going to take it way back, but that's true, man.
Yeah.
We want to do a review on Daredevil. That show is awesome.
Ooh, let me tell you, that was
Arrow
good.
is good too, but you know, I think honestly Arrow got kind of weird for us at this season.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back and watch it just to see, but yeah, Daredevil was really awesome.
It was the bomb.
Gotham's good. I think Gotham's pretty good.
Gotham's good.
There's a lot of hate on Gotham, but I like it.
I just liked the action scenes in Daredevil. Oh my gosh.
My favorite TV show, though, you know, obviously I'm gonna say 1966 Batman, but just to throw it in there, Batman animated series, love it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Cookie Please 93 asks, hi, I'm a new subscriber and I'm also new to the Box and Crate subscriptions. I was wondering if you had any opinions and or tips on which ones are worth ordering and which ones to stay away from. Thank you. It's a good question. We get that actually from quite a few people, and we actually had quite a few people ask it in this video.
And it's weird too, because the channel was never really meant to be like a subscription box channel where we go over that. We just like to get a lot of those because
the mystery of it.
You know, we just like to have like a mystery thing. You know, every once in a while we like just little trinkets and crap. Some people hate that, and that's fine. You know, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for you if you guys hate that crap. You know, it's not a big deal. But yeah, well, when do you think is some of the best and some of the worst? Some
of the best, in my opinion, that are subscription boxes. I like 1UP. I think that they usually have some really good stuff. I love their t-shirts. I really like Super Geek.
They're a lot alike.
Yeah,
obviously.
They're very similar. They have t-shirts too.
And they're the same.
So.
A lot of you guys asked too the last video why they copy off each other or whatever. Number one, all those websites use the same
developer
website.
And stuff.
But the Super Geek and 1UP were partners. They people who both ran them. They were both partners for 1UP, but they split because they had different ideas of what they wanted to put in a box. So now they're doing their own thing each separately.
So now you get 2 boxes for great prices, and you get 2 t-shirts.
And competition, which is great. Yeah, and they're cheap. So we like the cheap boxes that give you like shirts because you know that's the big thing.
You're gonna pay that price for a t-shirt for the most part, so it's like you're getting a t-shirt for what you would pay plus some extra goodies. So I like those.
And we don't particularly dislike any box.
No,
we just like that kind of stuff. You know? It's seriously, you know, the stuff might be little crappy things, but we just like that stuff. But Loot Crate sometimes does have some really bad boxes. There's no doubt about it.
They have some boxes that you're like, oh my god, this is amazing, I love it. And then you have other boxes you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, so we usually keep around with Loot Crate because they're not a whole heck of a lot of money. Also, they have the exclusive pops, and they do sometimes really have great boxes.
Yeah, they do.
So, you know, it's either great or bad. You just kind of got to roll with it and hope for something good. Marvel Collector Core is amazing, you know, but they're new, so we don't know a whole lot, you know, so we've only been 1 box into it. Same thing with Comic-Con box. It seems to be awesome, but we're only 2 into it, so, you know, we got a lot to learn from that as well. What other boxes do we get?
Nerd Block. We've only got that
Nerd
a few
Block.
times.
Yeah, we never got gigantically into Nerd Block just because, you know, we have other ones and they kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, and they seemed like they got a little repetitive with the boxes from other subscriptions.
That's true. And I have another box coming I got specifically for her. She doesn't know about. That's
He
gonna
won't
be in the
tell
future.
me!
It's going to be a really cool box. It's something different. I saw it online and I was like, you know what?
Different cheeses from around the world.
That'd be weird, yeah.
That would be
but
weird,
you know,
cool.
I wanted to get it just because I thought it was cool, and you know, so I saw it also some on the YouTube channel. I'll shout them out later, but I can't now because you know. I think that's all the boxes we're subscribed to right now. I could be wrong. Oh, F-Box.
F-Box, yeah. But that's
F-Box.
not a subscription. It's like luck of the draw, try to get roulette or
That's
whatever.
True.
But
Yeah, that's kind of not a subscription box, so we won't even talk about that. But they're usually pretty awesome. So yeah, I think that's it. We might be wrong. I don't know, but you know, we don't dislike any box. But if we're gonna tell you to go get a box, 1UP and Super Geek are good because they're cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as which ones to stay away from, you know, you don't really have to stay away from any of them, honestly.
I think they're all. I mean, every mystery box is going to have one that's like super good, and then some stuff in the box that you're just like, what the?
Yeah.
And you know, it's just kind of up to your discretion. It's based off of how much money you want to spend, and if you would rather have an exclusive T-shirt every time, or if you'd rather just take a shot in the dark and get some awesome products or something. You don't really, you know, it's up to you. I mean, it's a mystery.
We
it's
usually
based on cost, basically.
Yeah. We always stay usually with like 1UP and Super Geek because they're cheap. They always get a shirt and something else, so you know that's always great. You know, it's always it's a cheap alternative to get into the game. Loot Crate will usually tell you, you know, because Loot Crate lets us know, hey, an exclusive Funko Pop's coming, so you can always kind of keep an eye on Loot Crate and see when you actually want to subscribe to them.
Subscribe for just that month if you want.
F-Box, you just have to just order it and hope you like it. If not, then you know, whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is.
The Marvel Collector Core, I think you should subscribe to that if you're a Marvel fan, because
I think so,
it seems like it's really, really good. Comic-Con box, it's new. We don't really know a whole lot about it as far as that goes. So far, we've liked it. It's been really good.
So far,
they have exclusive shirts, exclusive stuff, so we've been fans of that. Yeah, so you know, just kind of keep an eye on the boxes.
Use your discretion.
And,
I mean,
figure it out.